This is our 59th episode of Southern Gospel Now. I'm Greg Goodman, bringing you Southern Gospel news every week. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by SouthernGospelPrizes.com, where you can register for Southern Gospel Prize Packs. We start this week with great news from Karen Peck New River. Karen's husband, Ricky Gooch, dealt with cancer years back. Now, each year he returns to Emory University Hospital to make sure that it hasn't returned. He got the all clear this year, which of course we are very happy to hear. On the same weekend, he and Karen celebrated their 33rd wedding anniversary. Recently, while in Houston, Texas, the sound dropped in on Mark Lowry. Mark has a Facebook Live feature that he calls Just Whenever. Mark jumps on and chats and sings with his friends, which number well over 1 million on the platform. Mark had the sound on performing from their new album, God is Real. They started the conversation by everyone giving a relationship status update.
Now, Jacob, you've gotten married since you were here last. That smile is still there.
Always.
You are known for your smile.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, I love that too.
He does. He looks sweet, don't he?
Well, sure. and
cheeks.
And Levi, you're still single, still looking, or what's going on?
Well, I've got a girlfriend. Her name's Rachel.
Okay.
She's a sweetheart.
All right. Daddy Rob, what y'all gonna say?
I'll be married 30 years this year. Just
30 years.
For the record.
That is fantastic.
Legacy 5's Lee Black talks about the group's latest song, Enough for Me, which he co-wrote.
Enough for Me was a co-write with Jason Cox, and I see the theme of that song popping up in a lot of my writing. I think the word blessed, blessing, those are so overused today. Hashtag blessed has almost become a meme. It's a joke. And, I want to say to people that if the Lord never, ever does another good thing for me, which I don't believe, because He is the Father of every good and perfect gift. But if He never, ever did another good thing for me, His love was settled for me at Calvary. What He did on the cross is always going to be enough for me to prove His love.
Joseph Habedank gives us a bit of the backstory on his current single, Child of the King.
So Child of the King was actually written with Dave Clark and Don Cook, legendary songwriters that have written songs like Crucified with Christ, Mercy Came Running, just some massive hits. So it was such an honor for me to get to write this song with them.
Michael Booth talks about his current solo project, Dear Yesterday.
For years, I've tried to do themes, but I never really could because I couldn't get all the songs to line up. So you just reach for great songs. Now this one, I gotta be honest, this album is pretty vulnerable. There's a song called Thy Will Be Done. There's a song called He Never Gives Up on Me and Dear Yesterday. Those three specifically, I almost feel like sometimes people can see into my soul when I'm singing those. They are really personal. Now, I wouldn't share with everybody what that's about. That's my thing. But you insert your issues into those songs, and you'll find that there's a lot of depth and vulnerability.
Kim Hopper tells us about the moment she fell in love with the song Leavin' on My Mind. It was at a Gaither homecoming concert.
I'm very much a visual person. I like for things to paint me a picture. And Jesse Dixon sat there and sang Leaving on My Mind and painted this picture. And I have not had anything touch me like that in a long time. It opened up my eyes to heaven.
Tammy King talks about Steel Driver's current bluegrass gospel song, River of Forgiveness.
Jerry Sally and I wrote River of Forgiveness quite some time ago. And to be honest, I remember the day that we wrote it, but I can't remember if I had the title or if he had the title. But I definitely remember that we both agreed that we loved the idea and that we wanted it to come from a place of brokenness and, similar in tone to like the old Hank Williams Sr. gospel songs like I Saw the Light and things like that,
David Bruce Murray is a Southern gospel historian and runs the website sghistory.com. He talks about a new game that he has developed for the website.
This is the internet version of Name That Tune. How many seconds does it take to guess the name of the song? So I created a version for Southern gospel music, and you can play that online if you go to game www.sghistory.com.
SG Hurdle is what David calls the game. I've played several times myself. It's lots of fun. Every week, we take a look at the Singing News Power 50 chart. This week, Tribute Quartet holds on to the top spot for a second week with Not My Will. Congrats to Tribute Quartet. That's it for this week. If you missed back episodes of Southern Gospel Now, you will find them wherever you download podcasts, or you can listen at southerngospelnow.com. Southern Gospel Now is made possible by southerngospelprizes.com. I'm Greg Goodman. Be sure to love your neighbor. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week for another edition of Southern Gospel Now.